Hey guys, I'm going to show you guys today how to flash of a T-Mobile cellspot router. I believe it's a AC1900 or something like that. Yeah, AC1900, and turn it into full-fledged ASUS RT-AC68U, I believe. And here we go. It's how to change the CFE, bootloader, flash a different firmware, and all that other good stuff. Once you make it a full-fledged ASUS router. So here we go. We're gonna pretty much take everything out of the box. I've already pre-done that. If you haven't noticed, I put a piece of tape right there to make this video tutorial easier on me because I have no one to hold the camera. And I'm kind of in a rush because I have to go in an hour and I have to take this thing back tomorrow morning to the person and have stuff to do tonight. But here we go. Pretty much I made a little pack. You could download it online. I called it tmo2ac68u. And what we're going to do is install the ASUS router utility. Just pretty much, oh sorry, camera's not going, but here we go. Download the pack here. As you can see in the little pack, you're going to see ASUS Restore utility. This recording business is harder than what I thought. This is my first YouTube video, so please forgive me if you can't see nothing. Or it's a pretty bad video, I don't know. But I'm just trying to show you guys how to do it real fast. I'm pretty sure you guys will get it down. You're pretty much going to keep hitting next, install the router utility. As you can see, there it goes. It's done installed. We're going to unclick Launch Router Wizard Setup, hit Finish, and that's that. This is off a fresh install of Windows. I would advise you guys disable your firewall, antivirus, any other thing that might interfere with the network connection. We're going to go to Network Properties, and we're going to go to Change Adapter Settings. We're going to right click the networking card, go right here. We're going to type in by default the ASUS T-Mobile version at least is 192.168.29.1, so we're going to put on the same subnet, and we're going to put 5 is fine with this tutorial. We're going to put I don't think you need the gateway, but we're going to put it in anyways for good luck, I guess. And you definitely don't need the DNS. So there go the numbers. I'm sorry, the camera's a little far away. I'm not sure if you guys can see. I take it you can see it pretty good now. So that's 192.168.29.5 is IP address, subnet mask 255.255.255.0, and the default gateway is 192.168.29.1. Click OK. We're going to click OK. Like I said, we're going to close it out. Like I said, make sure your firewall and everything's disabled so it doesn't mess up the procedure. And here we go. We're going to enter the router now into restore mode. Like I said, this router is pretty much fresh out the box, other than I have it pre-plugged in and with my little special piece of paper there on the reset. But pretty much, like I said, you can plug it into LAN port 1. And now to enter into restore mode, you are going to actually hit the reset button first, and then plug the power in. Hit the reset button right here first with normally some kind of poker. And we're going to plug in the power. You're going to wait about 10 seconds. I recommend 15. And it should enter restore mode if I had this power strip plugged in. Alright, here we go. So anyways, we're going to hit enter restore mode once again. We're going to plug that in, and we're going to give it some power. There we go. Wait about 15 seconds. There you go. That light's blinking right there. So I mean, you also see the power light blinking in the front right here. As you can see, the power light is blinking. That means you are now in restore mode, ladies and gentlemen. So we're here. We're going to go back on the computer, and let me see if we can focus the camera. Hopefully it's good. I'm going to go to all programs. Go to the ASUS utility just to installed, and we're going to make a quick shortcut, at least I am, because it'll make it easier on me. I'm going to hit run as administrator, click yes, hit browse. I'm going to browse down to the documents, which is where you downloaded that package to. We're going to go to what we're going to go, we're going to actually we're going to go back to T-Mobile stock firmware. and then it's that file right there. It's called tmo2ac1900 3.0.0.4 underscore 376 underscore 1703 with G0FFDBA BBA.TRX. I may or may not have misread that, but I don't know. Either which way, we're going to click upload. Should start the upload process. And here we go. It's flashing now back. This is going to be a longer video than what I thought. But here we go. I might edit this video, I don't know. I may or may not even have time. Actually, I may have time to edit it tomorrow or something, I don't know. But this part right here takes about 5 minutes or so. So pretty much what we're doing is we're downgrading the firmware so you can enable Telnet, because the newer ones will not let you go into Telnet, will not let you restore the different firmware and all the other good stuff that we want to do. And it downgrades the bootloader, from what I understand, what I've been reading. Yeah, this is a pretty long time here. I may edit this video. There we go. So what happens, it says reboot, blah blah blah. We're going to close this. We're going to give it about a few seconds here. I think the router reboots automatically. It stops blinking, and as you can see right there, stupid camera won't focus. I got the light on it, but whatever. I mean, there you can see it stop blinking. We're going to go back up here. And we're going to go back. We're going to hit properties again. We're going to hit change adapter settings. We're going to actually, you know what, yeah, make sure it works. You can hit properties. For good practice, we'll go back to obtain IP automatically. We're going to hit close. We're going to hit close, and we'll hit identifying. It's like it is. You'll know it's back up and running once you get an IP address, which is hopefully pretty soon here. Oops, sorry, wrong button. What am I doing here? Oh, there we go. I think there it goes. There it goes. There it goes. No, yes. Come on, buddy. There we go. 192.168. You'll see the good old stuff on there. IP address. This is your router right there. Where's that? I don't know. Wherever it says gateway. Gateway. 9 times out of 10, the gateway is your router, unless you got a special advanced networking going on, or a server or something installed, or some other kind of gateway device. I guess that's why I call it a gateway, but 9 times out of 10 for your average home user, the gateway will be the router. So what we're going to do here is now we're going to plug in the router. We're going to open up, I use Google Chrome, latest version. I don't know what it is. I think it's I really don't know what version it is, but it's the latest version is of January 2015. Anyways, we're going to go to 192.168.29, 168.20.29.1, just like it said on the thing. On the gateway, we're going to hit go. Manual settings. Actually, you know what? Just hit skip. You'll either see on here skip setup or main page. I'm just going to hit main page. I believe when you initially set up, it might say skip setup. So you're just going to hit skip setup. You'll know it took the firmware because it'll say it right here, 1703. That's what we're shooting for. So then we're going to go to administration, and I believe it's system. And there it is, enable Telnet. We're going to click yes. We're going to hit apply. we're going to oh, it asks for the router username and password now. Oh, by the way, man, I should have told you. Oh, dude, this is getting all messy. You failed to access the website. We want to view, blah, blah, blah. Click here to go set a page. Alright, I guess it asks for username and password. I believe it's admin password. Yeah, admin password's the default one. I should give better instructions, but where we found that was under administration system is where you saw Telnet, and then like I said, you click enable Telnet. I don't even see it now. Oh, there it is. Enable Telnet right there. Yes, apply, and then that little doodad you saw me do. Alright, so now that Telnet is enabled, we're going to go back in here, go back network properties, set up a static IP address one more time. 192.168.29.1 subnet mask 255.255.255 subnet mask 255. I'm starting over. 255.255.255.0 gateway 192.168.29.1. So I mean, there's a clearer picture for those in case I mumbled something the wrong way or something. It's pretty hard for me to do. I'm not pro YouTuber here, but I'm trying. We're gonna close this out. Once we do that, close all that out. We're going to go to I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Hold on, change adapter settings. That was dumb. Got the same IP address as the router. Not .1, .5. Okay, sorry about that, buddies. So we're gonna change it to .5. Oh man, that's what happens when you're in a rush. And we're gonna go back. We're gonna open up this and go back to the utility thing. And now we're gonna install the hex editor for good practice here. Just install the rest of the stuff we're gonna need. Next. So this is a HXD, latest version as of this time. I'm gonna create a desktop item because I like accessing stuff, and then we're going to click these two things and finish. And I believe that's the last thing we got to install. Yes, it's the last thing we're going to install. So now we are going to, if you guys haven't already done it, you're going to have to un-RAR this thing, and I just extract. I just put in the same folder right there. You could delete this old one, you're not going to really need it. But we'll keep it for now. So like I said, you're going to see that thing extracted, whatever file it is, CFE. And then you gotta extract the write, which we're gonna command that we're gonna use to write the firmware with. And I believe that is everything. Yes, it is. Alright, here we go. So on to the CFE editing part, which is the most fun part of all here. Got my little cheat sheet here for good practice. Alrighty, what are we going to do? We are closing it. Oh, here we go. Telnet. So we're going to use Putty application for Telnet. There's a million other programs out there. You could use a built-in Windows one. You could use Hyperterminal. I mean, there's all kinds of A-term. There's all kinds of stuff on there. I mean, I know for this demonstration I'm using Putty. Nice and simple. We're going to type in the IP address of the router, which is 192.168.29.1. So Putty should look like this. We're going to click Telnet. We're going to hit open. You're going to see a little screen like this. This is where I really wish I had someone to hold the camera. Login is going to be admin, ADMIN. Password's going to be password. I'm going to hit enter, and we are now in the shell. So here we go. I'm going to go back over here. I'm just going to copy and paste this. This is pretty much grabbing the firmware. you're gonna hit enter. Hold on. I'm sorry. Here we go. Gotta go back one. I'm so editing this video. Alright, here we go. On to the next step. Alright guys, so after you guys got the programs installed, we are going to, what are we going to do? Oh, we're going to grab your flash drive. So we're going to grab a flash drive. I don't know what you guys got on your flash drives, but we're going to stick it in the computer. And we're going to format it, FAT32, as soon as it pops up. I'm not sure if I even stuck that thing in there right. Let's try it again. Let's stick. There we go. Come on. Here we go. Continue, or you know what? We don't even got to open it up. All we're going to do is just go to the thing. We're going to right click it. We're going to hit format. And we're going to make sure it's formatted FAT32, like so. Default. So FAT32, 64 kilobytes is fine. Quick format, because I'm not sitting here all day. We're going to hit start. It should format. You'll see a little window pop up like that. We're going to click OK. We're going to hit close. We're now going to take that USB stick right back out. By the way, that erases your stuff on your USB stick, so if you have something on it, back it up beforehand. And now we're going to plug that same USB stick into the router. Now what we're going to do, just to make sure the thing detects it, we're going to unplug it, we're going to plug it back in, we're going to wait for the router to start up again, and good things are going to start happening here. As a matter of fact, we're going to log back into the ASUS router utility 192.168.29.1. The router's not even up yet, so you'll know the router's up when this thing's up and going. I normally like to do this and adapter settings and just wait for this. There we go, now it's up. Here we go. No, wait, is it? That's not up. Pretty much when that little thing stops spinning. Come on, buddy. Wow, this thing takes longer than what I thought. There we go. Now it's gone. There we go. So now we're going to go to 29.1. Let's try this again. 192.168.29.1. There we go. 192. So that's 192.168.29.1 is what we're going to go to. We're going to, in the password box, type in admin. Password's going to be password. Hit enter. And I'm going to hit enter. And we're going to oh, you got to find out the name of your USB stick that the router names it. So in this case, we're going to go to USB application. We're going to hit servers, centers, network place, Samba share, I guess is what it's called at the top. We're going to expand this little plus sign down here, and you're going to see your name of your little USB stick. So in this case, mine is called SDA1. This is going to be different for everyone. Some may say SDA, I've seen others say TMP, I've seen others with all kinds of names. So I'm sorry, this is going to vary from person to person. Like I said, in my case, that's what it looks like. I'm not sure if this thing will autofocus or not, but it doesn't seem to be focusing. I don't know why, but this is the name of it. It seems really blurry. It's pretty bad. And this whole thing's blurry. Wow, I don't know what happened. There we go. Hold on. I don't know if it's SDA1, pretty much. I don't know why this thing is focusing so bad. But yeah, SDA1. So we're gonna go back here to my little cheat sheet. I'm gonna change where it says USB drive, as you guys can see. USB drive right there. Change that over SDA1. SDA1. Replace USB drive. SDA1. SDA1. Like I said, it's going to be different for everyone. It may be TMP for you, it may be, I don't know, there's all kinds of stuff. While we're at it, I'm going to change this one so I don't have to type it again. SDA1. That's that. So now we're going to copy the first page. Copy. We're going to open up the Telnet. So we're going to go to my computer, browse back to your folder where you downloaded all that good stuff. We're going to go to Telnet. We're going to go to Putty. I use Putty. It seems pretty universal Telnet client. Or no, I'm sorry, not universal. There's different ones you could use. Telnet, A-Term, Hyperterm, built-in Windows one if you install it from the add remove programs. Use Linux. You could use Linux, Unix, whatever. We're going to type in the thing 192.168.29.1. That's the IP address of the router. So we're going to click Telnet right here. And we're going to click open. Now you're going to see this little black screen pop up. The username is admin, ADMIN. Password's going to be password. Enter. We're going to type in what we've copied and pasted earlier. So the first one, like I said, you're going to copy this thing right here. See right here? What we copied in the first line, cat dev mtd0 blah 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 yada yada yada. As you can see, we're going to type it in right here. So I pretty much copied this, over here, pasted it, bam, right there, pasted it. We're going to hit enter. That's that. If you want to verify it, click the next one down right here. I'm going to edit, copy. We're going to right click in here. It should paste it, and should show that. We're going to go to our temp folder. I'm sorry, we're going to go into the CD drive now. Make sure it's in there. Type in ls, it's the list directory, and you should see your file, original CFE.bin. If it's not listed there, you did something wrong. That's the total of all the commands right there. As you see, let me see if I can expand this so you guys can see exactly what was typed. I mean, that's it right there. That's what we're looking for. Original CFE.bin, that means it's in your USB stick now. So you can now take out your USB stick. We're going to plug it back into the computer. Can't even see. Oh man. Let's see here. I'm going to shift that the right way. Close this out now, we don't need it. This session, yes. Keep that open. I'm going to open up, close that. We're going to open up the stick. See all this crap in here, it's fine. We're going to copy this, or I'm going to copy it at least onto my desktop because I like working with the desktop. It's pretty easy to use. And we're going to close it out because we don't need them. So you're going to copy that CFE bin file to your desktop. In this case, I copied it to desktop, and then we're going to go back in here. Going to go back. We're going to go to CFE file that we extracted earlier. So that would be under CFE, the RT, blah blah blah. We're going to use the 1021 because it seems pretty stable and works with everything so far. Even though there is a newer one, but it hasn't been tested as much by people. So we're going to hit copy, and there you should have your original and one we want to modify to, which is the RT whatever spelled out. I'm going to close that out. Oh, I'm sorry, we got to go back to it. We're going to go back, we're going to go here, we're going to go back to our T-Mobile thing, and we're going to hit our good old hex editor. Oh, you know what, did I set up the hex editor? Yeah, we set up the hex editor already. We're going to open up HXD. Sorry, it's not focusing. We're going to open up the HXD program. We're going to click open, desktop. We're going to go right here, open up the original one, which is ours. We're going to hit open again. Oh crap, I'm not sure if I focused that. Let me see. Here we go. We're going to hit open right here. That's open. Let me start this all over. We're going to open this up. We're going to hit open. We're going to go to our desktop. Click, scroll down. We're going to open up the original CFE. We're going to go back up here one more time. We're going to hit open. We're going to go back and we're going to hit the RT-AC68 US bin, which is the one we want to modify to. On the original, here we go, this is the interesting part. We are going to hit Control F. So on the keyboard, you're going to hold down Control, you'll push F once, let go. So once you hit, so that's Control, you hold down Control, just push F once, then you can let go of Control. It should bring up a screen like, whoa. Should bring up that screen right there. We are now going to type in M-A-C as in Michael, or pretty much like that. M as in Michael, Mac, M-A-C. That's pretty much what we're typing in. We're going to hit OK, and that's what we're looking for. So this is your original file, so this is your MAC address. If you want to match it up, it's right here. Sorry, there we go, guys. See how it says Mac, M-A-C. We're going to copy from here. You're going to highlight it from here, highlight it there, right click, hit copy. This is the part where you could mess up, and if you do mess this file up, it will brick your router. So what we're going to do now is we're going to switch over to the next one up here. See where the mouse is up here, which is the 1020. I'm just going to call it the 1020 US bin. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to hit Control on the keyboard, hit F once. It will bring up the control. It will bring up the find screen. Those that aren't comfortable with hitting that, there's another way you could do it. You could just hit search, find, up at the top. But it seems to be the longer way. We're going to type in Mac once again, and there we go. It's just going to come up like that. What we're going to do here is we're going to highlight it from the beginning. 0090. It should be the same thing. So we're going to right click and hit paste right. If you hit paste insert, let me see actually what happens if you hit paste insert. Paste insert, I don't know. Paste insert, paste right, I don't know. It seems like it works either which way. I'm going to check the bytes on this when we're done. But yeah. All right, so we're going to go back to the first one now. And click back to the original. We're going to hit Control. Or we're going to hit search again. Search, find. We're going to hit Mac. Same thing. We're going to hit it OK again. That was the first one, I believe. Hold on. Now C.0. Let me see. I mean, you're going to find this at the address right here. That's what they call the hex address, I guess. It's the 4C0 is the line, like right there. That's the first one I believe we did. 4C0, yeah. So then we're going to move on to the next one. And we're going to hit find. Okay. Oh, we're going to hit search. Oh, I'm sorry. We hit find, that's what it was. We're going to hit find again, which is F3 button. And here goes the next one. Same thing, I believe. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. No, it's not. So the next one starts at the hex address of 650, or somewhere along that range. We're gonna right click right before the equal sign. Pretty much what you're doing is you're copying your MAC address. We're gonna copy it to the. How can I explain this? I mean, if you want to be safe, it's not gonna hurt. You can technically you should copy it to where mine says 20. Right after there's you're gonna see 2 semicolons is the best way I could explain it. And actually, you know what the best way to explain it is you're gonna start right after the equal sign. And you're gonna copy 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. You're gonna copy 12 numbers and digits. So it's going to be the next 12 numbers and digits. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, next 12 numbers and digits you're going to copy right after that equal sign. So it says MAC address right there. like I said, so we're gonna see back over here. We're on the we're at 60 on here, so 660. We're gonna go back now. We're gonna go back to our RT bin or whatever, RT 1020 bin. We're gonna come over here. I'm just gonna hit the F3 button because it'll find the next one. So as you'll see, it highlighted it down here, and you'll see this address down here. We're gonna, like I said, it's the 660. You're gonna verify that you're at like the 660 range over here somewhere, and then you're gonna cut straight across over here. We're gonna go right after the equal sign once again, and we're gonna copy it. You're gonna highlight the 12 digits again. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you're going to paste it. With paste insert. And then we're going to go back, same thing. I'm going to go back to the original. I'm going to hit Control. Or you know what, I'm just going to hit F3 again. Should find the next one. The next one's at the A70 range. So you're going to see right here it says A70. We're going to highlight the next 12 digits after the equal sign. So that's up to here. 12 digits. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's then we're going to go back over here. We're going to click the next tab over. We're going to hit F3 again. And we're at the 80 range, just like it was over here. Yeah, we're at the 80 range. I said we're at 80, so we're going to scroll all the way over. That's pretty much about the same thing. Where's that? I just lost it. There goes MAC address. So here we're going to highlight that up to the first 12 digits. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, so you highlight the 12 digits. Right click, paste insert. And we're going to go back up here again, original CFE. We're going to hit F3 again. Can't find any more, so that was 3 of them that we changed in total. Those numbers should match your box. Over here, your box, if you want to make sure you're grabbing the right numbers, those numbers over there should match the side of your box, which has the or may not have it on the box. I thought they did, but I guess not. I'm not sitting there looking for it forever for this tutorial. The next things after that, you want to change the secret code for the which is your WPS when you hit the WPS button. Yeah, secret code. Alright, here we go. So you're going to go back up here. We're going to go to search, find, we're going to type in secret code, like that. For those that can't see, I don't know, we're going to click OK. It's going to find your secret code, 5539, blah blah blah, so we're going to copy it. Those numbers should match the same numbers that are on the back of your router. It'll, on the back of the router, it's, they'll call it the what? Oh, WPS pin code is what they call it on the back of the router. Right there. I mean, it's a little fuzzy. You guys can read though, WPS pin code. I mean, it's all fuzzy on the screen, but I mean, if you guys read it, it should come up. So those numbers should be exact. That's the exact same numbers you're going to copy on here. So here we go. We're going to copy it. We're going to click over the next one. Same thing. I'm going to hit find. We're going to click search on the 1020 bin. Search, find, secret code. You're going to type it in, secret code, like that. Click OK. It's going to come up. On this one, it's called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever, 0. We're going to highlight the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 0. We're going to right click. We're going to hit paste insert. And it's that simple. I did it the first time I was flashing it. There was some weird, I think I might have hit the wrong button or something. It said, are you sure you want to insert? I'm not even going to mention it. If you come up with any kind of weird messages, hold on, I'll show you. We'll save this. We're going to save this file. File, save as, desktop, and I believe they recommend we name it. You could really name it whatever you want, but for the purpose of this tutorial, we're going to name it a new CFE, new underscore CFE dot bin. Make things easy here, so we're going to name it new CFE dot bin, like that. Alright, so I hope it's focused. Alright, save. Save it to the desktop. I'm going to close everything out. What I was going to show you guys was if for some odd reason you guys happen to open up during that hexing process, if you guys if you guys happen to open up the there it goes. There we go. That's the error message I was looking for. If for some reason when you guys are changing the CFE file and you see this error message, the operation changes the file size. Do you want to proceed? You are going to cancel out of that and just start this whole process over again, because chances are you're probably going to accidentally change the file size and break your router, and you do not want that. So if you see that error message, do yourself a favor, close everything out, and start the CFE editing process all over again, which would be the whole HXD editing process. Because if you get that error message and you save it, it will break your router if you insert more code than what should be in there. So anyways, now that that's out of the way, I will we're going to grab that that new CFE.bin that we put I put here. So it's new CFE underscore bin. We're going to right click, we're going to hit copy. We're going to go back to my computer, we're going to go back to the USB stick, we will paste it into the first, we'll paste it right there, right USB stick, right in the USB stick with the rest of the crap in there. I'm sorry, but I really got to go soon, so I'm like in a rush now. This video is taking way longer than I thought. The new CFE. Anyways, whatever it's called, we're closing it out. Alright guys, so here we go. Do some editing real quick, but after you move the CFE, what is it? Oh, here we go. We move the new underscore CFE bin into the USB stick. You also have to go back into my computer, go back to that folder. You're going to copy that MTD, right? If you haven't already extracted it, you should have by now when I showed you that one step. We're going to copy that file over to the stick as well. So now everything is in the same drive. We're going to close all that out. Keep our little cheat sheet there. And we're going to take the USB stick out and plug it in the back of the router. And I had to do a little editing. Alright guys, so pretty much you grab the USB stick, you're going to plug it back in here. We're going to, this is just my final note for this thing. Anyways, I don't know. Whoa, it's getting late. Alright, we're going to open up PuTTY. If for some reason, here, we're going to go in here, run 192.168.29.1. We're going to click Telnet. We're going to hit open. Should open up the thing. Same process, admin, ADMIN. Password's going to be password, PASSWORD. Enter. Now the fun part, we're going to CD on over to the, we're going to flash the CFE, so we're going to go over to the temp drive, or the flash drive, I'm sorry. So it's CD space slash TMP slash MNT slash, and the name of your flash drive, which in my case is SDA1. We're going to hit enter. Enter. I typed it in right. CD. Whoa, what's going on here? What is going on here? like I said, if it doesn't grab your USB stick, we're going to have to unplug it, try plugging it back in. Hopefully it detects it. And here we go, let's try it again. There we go. Alright, so there. Prime example, it didn't detect the drive at first, but now it does, so I just had to unplug my USB stick and plug it back in for some odd reason. But thing is, we're up and going now. If it still doesn't detect, I would recommend you guys just keep the USB stick plugged in there, unplug the router power, plug it back in, wait about a minute for the router to start up. Do the whole process where you make sure the router works by trying to go to the web page. Once it asks for the password, you know the router's working, and just telling that to the point where we're at now. But pretty much, in my case, all I had to do is unplug it and plug it back in the stick, and it works. Anyways, we're here. I'm going to ls it, list directory. You're going to see our 3 commands here that we moved onto the USB stick. Stupid focus isn't working too well, but anyways, that's the MTD, right? That's the new CFE, and that's the original CFE. So we're going to go to our next command right here, which is MTD, right? We're going to go copy. Here's where it writes the bootloader. It's pretty simple. You just right there, MTD write, MTD dash write space dash I space new underscore CFE dot bin space dash D space boot. We're going to hit enter. It's going to take a few seconds or something. I mean, it doesn't come up with successfully written or nothing. But I mean, I'd do it again. I'd type it in one more time just for the hell of it. Hit enter so you know it writes. And just for shits and giggles, because like I said, I'm making this tutorial foolproof, I will copy it with the / command attached to it, and I will hit enter again with that, and I will hit enter again with the / command again to hit enter. So I mean, pretty much, I know this is unnecessary and I've written it 4 times, but like I said, I'm making this guide foolproof, so that's that. We're going to give the router about 10 seconds, let it do its thing. I mean, it's pretty much written at this point. We're going to type in reboot, REBOOT, going to hit enter. You'll know the router reboots because the thing will close automatically like so. I'm going to count. I mean, you don't have to do this. Like I said, I'm making this tutorial foolproof. I'm going to wait about like 20 seconds. So I guess it's 8:02 right now. I'm just going to wait like about 30 seconds, I guess. I mean, at this point, when this thing hits 50 seconds on mine, that would be 30 seconds. This is unnecessary. I'm just doing it for good practice to make this tutorial foolproof, and I would recommend you do it. It does not hurt to do it. It will not break the router. It will not, you know, it's just good practice to make sure the router's booting up off the bootloader that you just flashed and all that great stuff. But alright, so it's 50. I'm going to unplug the router. I'm going to plug the power right back in, just like that. Actually, we don't need the USB stick anymore because we just did all the flashing, so I'm going to unplug that. Put that there. The router's booting up. We're going to go back here. We're going to wait for this thing to pop open. I'm going to go 192.168.29.1. I really got to get going soon here, guys. 192.1. Come on. I'm just gonna flash it to Maryland's for tonight to show you guys that I flashed it. I will flash tomato. If I can flash tomato, I don't got time to flash tomato. Tomato's pretty easy to flash. As a matter of fact, there's probably videos out there on how to flash tomato. I'm just gonna flash Maryland's firmware for now, and that's gonna be that. There we go. Hit enter. 192.168.29.1. This little thing popped up. We're gonna go open it back up putty. We're gonna hit run. We're gonna hit telnet 192.168.29.1. Telnet open. Same thing. Admin admin enter password PASSWORD enter. And we're at the good old root again, and this time we're going to type in the NVRAM MTD erase command. We're going to type it in right there, MTD erase 2 space NVRAM. So that's MTD-ERASE2 space NVRAM. We're going to hit enter just for shits and giggles. Fucking type it in again and hit enter. And give it about, I don't know, 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, give it about 10 seconds. I'm going to hit reboot. You're going to type in reboot, like so. Reboot. I don't know. That last thing right here, the last thing I'm typing right now is reboot. The camera's not focusing great. There we go. Reboot. There you go, guys. See, so everything I'm typing in, reboot. I'm going to hit enter. And once again, this thing is going to close out. I'm going to do the 20-second roll here. It's probably been about 10 seconds. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000, 9, 1,000, 10, 1,000. So I mean about after 20 seconds, once again, for good practice, good measure, doesn't hurt to do it. I'm going to unplug the router, power, just plug it right back in. And there we go. In the meanwhile, while the router's booting up, I'm going to get the I'm going to get the bootloader right here with this command. I'm going to verify it. It is the NVRAM get bootloader version. That's spelled NVRAM space GET space BL underscore VERSION. So I'm going to copy. That. Edit. Copy. Go back over here, make sure the router's up. I know a lot of people are going to kill me for this. They're probably going to be like, why didn't you just ping it? I mean, I'm just making, there's a million ways to make sure the router's up. Ping it, telnet it. I mean, try to access the GUI like I did from the browser. This is my preferred method of doing it. Ping would be more reliable, but or better, I guess. I don't know. People argue whatever they want. I don't care at this point. I'm just doing it for quickness. We're gonna open up PuTTY, Telnet, 192.168.29.1. Going to hit open. Failed to connect for some odd reason. Let me try it again. Telnet 192.168.29. Oh, you know what? We got to go back into the browser. Sorry. 192.168.29.1. Forgot we reset everything, so now we're going to root. I'm sorry, not root. ADMIN into the browser. Password is password again. Yeah, Telnet got disabled because we cleared the NVRAM. So that's a good sign that it took the thing. Here we go. I'm going to click back to main setup. Like I said, sometimes you'll see skip wizard. I don't know. Different things for. So, where we at? Oh, administration. I'm going to go to system. Enable Telnet. Yes. Apply. Settings complete. We're going to, what are we going to do? We are going to open up PuTTY and close it out. We're going to open up PuTTY, run, Telnet, 192.168.29.1, like so, 192.168.29.1, same repetitive thing over and over. Click open, bam, there we go, ADMIN, enter, password, it's password PASSWORD, enter. We're at the root of the router, and we're going to type in, like I said, we're going to type in that NV get bootloader version command. So it's like that. We type it in, we hit enter, and voila, we got our 1.0.2.0 bootloader. So now our router is a full-fledged ASUS router or almost a full-fledged, I'm sorry. We still have the T-Mobile thing on there. But it's almost a full-fledged router. You guys can save this, you guys can not save it. The only thing that should be changed is the fact that you guys change the name of the USB stick in there. I'm not really going to save it, so exit out. You guys can exit out all this. We don't need putty anymore, we don't need anything. What we do need to do is, now that that's flashed and we know we got the bootloader right, we're going to unplug the router one more time. We're going to go into restore mode. At this point, I'm going to flash the Maryland firmware. But I mean, technically you could flash any firmware you want at this point. If you want to keep it as close as the stock firmware as the Asus, you could flash the Asus firmware to make it a full-fledged Asus. Oh, by the way, here, you guys can't even see me. Here, I'm gonna go into restore mode by holding down my little reset button gig I got going here. My little reset button, and I'm gonna. Oh, dude, this thing's a pain. Reset. And there we go. This is pretty hard doing it one person, that's why I put that piece of tape there. But anyways, I'm going into restore mode. We're gonna so you hold the reset button down, which I think I got. I'm not even sure if I grabbed it or not. I don't think I. Alright guys, I'm gonna go into restore mode and flash over whatever firmware you want. For this case, I'm gonna hold the reset button again, plug in the power button as usual. We're gonna wait for that Asus thing to blink. Pretty much just keep holding the reset for about like 20 seconds after you power it. Then you could let go of it, and the little front light should be blinking that you're in restore mode, how we did earlier. So it's blinking, we're in restore mode. Open up the firmware thingy up here. We're gonna hit right click, run as administrator. At this point you could flash the Asus firmware, tomato, it doesn't matter. I'll show you guys how to do tomato some other time. I have to go here, I'm like running super late, but I'm gonna hit browse. I'm gonna flash the Maryland's firmware. It's the closest thing to the stock T-Mobile firmware, but it has more features unlocked. Even the stock Asus firmware has more features unlocked, but the T-Mobile version of the router is limited, has limited functionality. They have it more primed up for the voice over IP or whatever form they use to transfer. They pretty much use the quality of service, that's QoS, to optimize it for voice. Oh, here, I'm sorry guys, we're gonna go to hit browse after you got in restore mode. Got myself blabbing. Gonna hit Maryland's firmware, and then we're gonna go to the TRX file right there. So the name of the TRX file is RT-AC68U. I'm using the version 3.0.0.4_376.47. We're going to click upload. Should start uploading. It goes uploading firmware. I really am running late. If I can I'm gonna have to put the phone down here in a second, cut you guys out. I gotta make a phone call. After this is or you know what, I'm pretty much done after this. I'm gonna just verify the firmware's on there. Oh, you know what, to get ahead of ourselves, I'm just gonna, while that's doing it, we're just gonna, the command to clear the NVRAM. Every time you flash new firmware, you guys want to clear the NVRAM. It's a good practice. You want to clear it every single time you guys flash new firmware. I mean, I don't care if you're upgrading the same firmware. If you're going from Tomato 1 to Tomato version 1.2, you want to clear the NVRAM. It's good practice. Or if you're going from DDR-WT version 24.7 to 24.72, it's always good to... Anyways, hold on. I'll get back to that. Successfully recovered the system, blah, blah, blah. Please wait for the system reboot. We're going to hit close. We're going to give the router about 20 seconds to do its thing. I mean, it's probably been about 20 seconds. I personally, if I were you guys, would wait 20 seconds. I mean, it's up to you. I'm going to unplug the router. So you can see I'm going to plug it back in one more time. So anyways, what I was saying was it's good practice to clear the NVRAM every single time you guys update firmware. So we're going to, since we just obviously updated the firmware, I'm going to clear the NVRAM one final last time for this tutorial, and we'll be up and running with Maryland's firmware. If you don't clear it, there's possibility that the router may be buggy, flaky, not working properly, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, but you'll be having issues. So to avoid any issues, I highly suggest clearing the NVRAM. And I unplugged the router, like I said, to make sure you're getting a clean boot off of it. And what are we going to do here? We're going to... Oh, we're going to go back... Oh, as a matter of fact, now that we did that, we got to put back our... we're going to put back our networking address. Change adapter settings. We're going to right-click, properties. I mean, I'm pretty much done, so I'm going to hit obtain IP automatically. It's actually going to switch it over from... It's no longer 29.1, it is now 1.1. So that's 192.168.1.1. That's the pretty... Well, most people... Pretty standard, normal, most people, companies use as stock default IP addresses. It should come up as a, when you'll know it's working because you'll hit details right here and it should come up with not 29.1 like it did, but you know what, here, hold on, let me see. Look, I'm gonna unplug this, I'm gonna plug it back in. I don't know why it came up with that, but I just unplugged the networking cable and plugged it back in. There's actually a million different ways to do this, but you know what? I'm not sure what happened here. 192.168.29.1. 192.168.29.1. For some reason, what's going on here? Hold on, let me see here. We're going to, this is a good way to test it. You know what? Let's see if we can Telnet back into it. If we can Telnet back into it, we're in business here. Let's see here. Telnet, we're going to go with the old IP 192.168.29.1. We're going to click OK. Oh, that's weird. ADMIN, enter. Password's going to be password, PASSWORD, enter. So as you guys just obviously seen, the Maryland's firmware seems like it did not take. But once we clear the NVRAM, like we're about to with that command, that's the mtd-erase2 space NVRAM is in the notes. Like that, we're going to hit enter. Do it one more time for good practice. Enter. I'm going to wait about 10 seconds, reboot. So 1000, 2, 1000, 3, 1000, 4, 1000, 5, 1000, 6, 1000, 7, 1000, 8, 1000, 9, 1000, 10, 1000. We're going to hit reboot. The router should start rebooting right now. There it goes, the thing closed out. Another prime example here, I'm going to unplug the router, plug it back in. And voila. And hopefully when this thing comes back up, we should get a nice old IP address of it's still... I'm gonna just do this. You guys don't have to do this, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna disable the network card. I'm gonna enable it. So we're gonna double click it. Details. There we go. 192.168.1.1. So like I said, it looked like you guys, this firmware was installed, but it's only because we didn't clear the NVRAM. 192.168. No, oh, up here we're going to type in 192.168.1.1. Bam. I'm not sure what the default password is. ADMIN. I think password, maybe password. Nope. Let me try one more time. ADMIN password. No, admin. Okay, so the default password is admin. That's ADMIN is the username, and the password is ADMIN. So it changes the IP address and the password, and that's pretty much how you guys flash Maryland's. We're gonna hit skip setup wizard. Okay. Router set. It's taking you through the router setup. I'm skipping it. I was trying to skip it. I guess I gotta hit apply. Okay. I mean, you guys can configure that how you want. I'm just hitting next for this thing, just try to get this thing up and going and out of here because I gotta go. I mean, that's a successful. Come on, man. Successful flash. This thing took longer than what I thought. What in the world happened here? I'm gonna refresh here because I don't know what happened. So I just re-entered the URL up here. I just typed in IP address 192.168.1.1. Like I said, the new IP address has changed. The stupid camera 192.168.1.1. If you guys can see it. So yeah, I just hit enter again on that just to reload the page because I don't know what happened. But I mean, you guys, that's your that's the there it is. It's flashed over to Maryland's build. Oh, right there, Maryland. It says Maryland's build right there. Where's it at? Somewhere here. I mean, it's kind of Maryland's. It says Maryland's build right there. You guys will probably be able to see it better on yours. 376.47 build. But I would suggest if you guys are going to keep messing around with the router to enable Telnet immediately by going to Administration, System, Enable Telnet. If you're going to keep playing around with the router and flashing firmware and whatnot, just so you can clear the NVRAM, how you saw me do it earlier. If not, then you're going to have to use the WPS button to do it. I prefer to just log into the Telnet and erase it because it's easier that way. So just enable Telnet if you're planning on flashing firmware beforehand. Just flash it just so you can kind of log in how you saw me do it earlier. And just use the erase command to reset it, and that's that. From here you can flash tomato, this, that, whatever, doesn't matter, DDB, WRT, and all kinds of different firmware. This is now an official 100% ASUS router running modified ASUS firmware. And there you go, guys. I will, if you guys want to flash tomato, you guys can go on the forums or maybe look online or something, but I mean, it's pretty simple. Just follow the instructions for AT68U. AT68U, yeah, RT-AC68U instructions, because at this point on, this router is now officially a RT-AC68U from ASUS. Do not follow T-Mobile instructions, this, that, whatever, because you have just flashed the new CFE, which converted it to new ASUS, a full-fledged ASUS router, and you flashed this firmware. So I mean, it's pretty much, like I said, a full-fledged ASUS router from ASUS. It has no T-Mobile traces whatsoever, other than the physical thing on the front of the router that says T-Mobile on it. I think, I'm not even sure. But anyways, guys, it's a nice tutorial. Leave reviews. It's not my best video, probably. I mean, it's my first video, so I mean, hopefully you guys appreciate it, because it definitely was a disaster for me. But I tried. So there you guys have it.